Hello and welcome to another edition, episode 75 of the Are You Ready Wrestling podcast here on Newport City Radio. This week I'm Luke and I'm going to kick off by talking about the men's Royal Rumble match.
Hi, I'm Jack. For my segment this week, I will be going over our thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble.
Hi, I'm Curtis, and for my segment this week, I'm talking our overall thoughts on Royal Rumble 2026.
That magical time of the year. Christmas is out the way, January's nearly over, and what have we got to look forward to?
January is over.
It is over. It is over.
I'm going back to yesterday. I'm setting the scene. I'm setting the scene. The start the episode, start the show, setting the scene for everyone. January's nearly over. Longest month of the year, people say.
Mm-hmm.
And what have we got to look forward to? The Royal Rumble.
The road to WrestleMania is...
And a good time for
in
us
full
in the
swing.
UK as well. But they're starting at 7 o'clock yesterday.
Very decent time. It was very nice.
Very pleasant. Finished at 11 o'clock when normally we'd be starting watching it at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, the 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah, 2-hour long pre-show talking about a load of rubbish.
Oh, are we changing our tune on WrestleMania being out there next year?
No. It's still diabolical.
No.
But it'll start at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock for us.
It'll start at a reasonable time, but they could bring it to the UK, you know?
Yeah.
And it'd still start at the same time for us, so you know.
Well, what about the report saying that they could be coming back to Cardiff?
Oof. Thank God for that. It's been way too long.
For Clash at the Castle. Unless they do like a... big name PLE, it's got to be another Clash at the Castle we get, doesn't it?
It's probably going to be something like that. Yeah. Because, I mean, Backlash is now in
Tampa,
Florida.
It was supposed to be in Puerto Rico.
So, who knows?
Gone to reports and rumours, but
they've clearly got a mindset behind it.
They do indeed. Should we start off with the men's Rumble? The main event we'll start by talking about first.
It's a bit backwards today.
Yeah, we're going a bit backwards. We're going to start at the end, then we're going to move on to the start.
Then we're going to finish on the end.
And we're going to go back towards the end. Your winner of the men's Royal Rumble in 2026 is...
The OTC.
Roman Reigns.
OTC 1, or whatever his name is now these days.
To the surprise of, I don't think many people.
No.
I think last year with Jay winning was a genuine surprise, and apart from that, can't really remember the last time someone won the Rumble that we didn't think would win. Is, I think, a fair statement to say. He did win by outlasting 29 other men. Let's start at the beginning, though. Let's start right at the start. Number one, we knew he vacated the NXT title a couple of weeks ago. We knew that he was on his way to the main roster.
Yep.
Obafemi comes out number one, Jack.
What moment?
And the whole place just felt like his to do what he pleases.
Yeah. He eliminated 5.
He is the ruler.
Five people in the process of being out there. He was in the ring on his own for a good while.
And he was eliminated by Brock Lesnar.
By Lesnar, which I think that is setting up a
I think
match
so as well.
Between the two. I said that as soon as he got eliminated. I was like, that's a setup there for a match.
I think we could see that at Mania.
But he's got a bright future in the company, Obafemi. He's done incredibly well.
Yes, and Curtis, what do you think of... I mean, to come out number one, normally, I mean, in the women's side, we saw Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. We expect 1 and 2 to kind of, because in a way, before everyone else comes in, it's almost like the end as well, the last two. It's kind of like a mini match, isn't it, for the first 90 seconds? So I think last year you saw Penta and Rey Mysterio, two luchadors. Year before that, you saw Jay and Jimmy when they were about to have their best match ever at WrestleMania.
You mean their super kick session?
That as well. But yeah, you had Obafemi at number 1 and then Braun Breaker at number 2.
2, yeah.
What happened with Braun Breaker, Curtis?
What happened with Bron Breakker? Well. He came out.
He did.
Just before he got to the ring, someone in a black outfit, black mask, attacked him. Who that is, we don't know.
We have no idea.
I've seen people make comparisons to Logan Paul because the masked man obviously
I've seen that.
had a mask on with his eyes and kind of mouth cut open.
Yeah.
And that, just on a side-by-side comparison, does look very similar to Logan Paul.
And then whoever this masked man is chucked him in the ring and then he got eliminated, and that was that. What was interesting, though, is Paul Heyman didn't come out with Bron Breakker or anyone.
He did.
Did he?
Yes.
He did.
He came out with Brock Lesnar as well, didn't he?
Yes.
So he came out with Brock Lesnar and...
He's turning into Don Callis, isn't he? Is how long before Tommaso Ciampa joins the Don Callis family, by the way?
Well, he is the TNT champion.
He is. That was a bit of a surprise to see him so quickly on AEW television, wasn't it, Jack, on Wednesday night?
See?
Very fast.
That's what AEW's got
Very
over
fast.
WWE. I will give it to them. They've actually got surprises.
The debut was very, very fast.
They got surprises. Whereas WWE say they're going to have surprises, right? It's going to be a new era and all this.
Yeah.
And we get 4 surprises.
I mean, look at when we were all in last year, and you had in the main event, not the main event, the Casino Gauntlet match. Who did you have return? You had Zack Sabre Jr., who wasn't announced. You had Ricochet, obviously, but we all knew Ricochet was going to debut in AEW at that point.
It was the year before, wasn't it?
2024, yeah.
It wasn't last year, it was the year before.
You know what I mean. we saw Nigel McGuinness as well for the first time in God knows how long, make an appearance and perform. So you are probably right there. That is one thing that. But then AEW, because they work with so many other companies like New Japan Pro Wrestling and CMLL, they have the capability to do those.
Yeah.
But WWE they work with
TNA.
They do.
And they have NXT as well, whereas AEW doesn't have.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at the NXT men's division, they've got rid of, or they've called up 3 of the, by far the biggest stars in Obafemi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans.
Yeah.
You've got Ricky Saints and Ethan Page there at the moment, which, don't get me wrong, I like. They're great wrestlers.
They'll be the next ones called up, I think.
But the depth isn't there at the moment. So I'm sure it will be at one point.
But I think the main problem is, right, that the only debut we really had in the men's rumble, the only real surprise was Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
Whereas...
LA Knight,
but I'm more on a sense of,
Wasn't expected.
The unexpected. So someone like Soraya debut, coming back to WWE. Someone like that. When we didn't get it. So I just think that we had 3 surprises out of the whole night. And it's just, especially with it being in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
They're paying a lot of money for it because...
earlier in the week, it was announced that WWE had signed a Saudi Arabian wrestler. Were we surprised not to see him even for a pop?
Even if they came out and I don't know, there was
I saw that it was very brief as well. He came out and it was, I think it was on the kickoff stage. I think. Yeah, and it's very strange why they would announce it on there. It's weird.
I mean, he was announced earlier in the week, but I thought we might have, seen him take up one of the spots in the Rumble.
Yeah, even if he did something similar like what happened to Bron Breakker, something similar like that. Just a little tease in a way. But I think the problem is with WWE at the minute. They're saying they're going to deliver, and they're saying they're going to do all these big things. They're not doing it, and that's the problem. Especially, it's not. You look forward, you're on edge for these surprises, especially in the Rumble. The Rumble's a perfect time to do it for big surprises, and you just don't get it, and it's disappointing in a way. And it's you come to the end of the night, and you're just well, that's a bit pointless. What happened there, in a way? But
you end up sort of feeling sort of flat.
Yeah, I think they need to do more surprises. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. because that's kind of been the running theme for the last couple of Rumbles. I think we sat here last year and said they needed more surprises.
Yeah.
And going back, define a surprise. We all say we want them. What do we mean by a surprise? Do we mean a debut? Do we mean, like, for example, if Seth Rollins came out at number 30, for example, would you class that as a surprise?
Yeah, no.
What do you make of a surprise?
Someone like Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Kind of someone, Saraya.
With sort of
someone who hasn't been in the... Like, you know,
Yeah.
like... I know it wouldn't make... theoretically, it wouldn't make sense, but like John Moxley or something of that caliber
like
that would be classed as a surprise. Not someone who's in the company and is probably going to come back like, you know, LA Knight. You know, someone who's not in the company, someone who hasn't been in the company for years, even if it's like someone who's never been in the company before.
And preferably someone who hasn't been covered in like news or rumours or leaks.
That's the problem with social media these days. It all gets leaked. It's really depressing. And some people pay for subscriptions to find all these leaks.
I mean,
stuff.
can you imagine in a world where there's no leaks, there's no spoilers?
It'd be more enjoyable.
Last weekend, Powerhouse Hobbs loses the AEW Trios World title. It's fast forward 7 days, he debuts at the Royal Rumble. Could you imagine?
Crazy.
That probably would have been a really big surprise, as you just mentioned, Curtis.
Yeah, so something like that. But I think social media has got like
dirt sheets ruin wrestling.
A part of it, but you know,
parts of it, yeah.
I just think we need more surprises in the company. You know, it's the Royal Rumble, for God's sake. You know.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the most hyped.
It's to kick off the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, minus WrestleMania. It's the most hyped pay-per-view.
I just think that
of the
they're saying they're going to do all these big things and they're just not delivering. It's and sometimes it's becoming not so enjoyable anymore.
Well, I will give them one thing. They've set up majority of the matches for Mania.
Because going back to my original point of Braun Breaker before we got sidetracked in this masked man, people saying Logan Paul. I've seen someone say Buddy Matthews, but I think he's still under AEW contract.
Yeah.
The obvious answer here is Seth Rollins.
It's Rollins, yeah.
That's the obvious answer. We know that Braun Breaker was one of the favourites to win the Rumble. I think you could have mentioned Roman, you would have mentioned Cody for sure, you would have mentioned Braun Breaker, maybe a Bronson Reed, someone like that, just Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But for him to go out the way he did is interesting. I mean, WWE do like a mystery masked man storyline. Look at Austin Theory.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be, whether it was Seth under the mask last night or not, I don't know. But I think we will see the return of Seth Rollins on the road to WrestleMania, and they will set up a match between him and Braun Breaker, with ultimately probably Braun Breaker winning.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that happening to elevate Braun Breaker even more.
I think Seth did say that he is targeting Mania as a return, I suppose. On one of many chat shows he's been on.
And he was so heavy of not being at the Rumble. There's a good chance that it was him. We all know what they like to do these days with injuries, fake injuries and all this. Obviously, this one was a legitimate injury.
I mean, have you not seen season 2 of WWE on Unreal on Netflix?
Have you seen it?
I've seen the clips online.
So you haven't actually physically watched it?
No.
You haven't even watched season 1, let alone season 2. I've watched both series.
Same.
That's me.
I'm still in the middle of going through season 2. But,
I thought it was a bit flat for me, in my opinion. Definitely season 1 was definitely better.
I think season 3 will be better with the John Cena retirement and Fully stuff and whatever else there.
I think we could get some answers. But then I was listening to something the other day. I think it was the Wrestling Observer saying that they're only going to show you what they want you to show you. Is that actually what goes on behind the scenes, or is that just like a version of it to play to the cameras?
Yeah.
In a way, I suppose, because obviously there is cameras there.
Are they waking us all in this? Is this
in sort of places that we really sort of saw like the
Is this
writers.
really like behind the scenes of actually and physically what goes on?
Or is this just a behind the scenes of what they want you to see?
Yeah, in the sort of writer's room and stuff.
Because we could do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like we did our own behind the scenes series, and it's actually what goes on. It's actually the truth. Whereas we didn't script none of it. It wasn't like we only showed you what we want to show you. It's genuine. Whereas WWE and yes, there's a big difference between us and WWE. Obviously, it's completely two different things. But
of course,
they don't. Their show. They get to decide what goes in that episode. They're clearly very selective of what goes on.
Yes,
but I think it'll be interesting to see behind the scenes of the Rumble. Yeah. And kind of the whole like the writing side of it.
Yeah,
because we've never seen a form of writing of a Rumble before, let alone Mania and SummerSlam and kind of stuff like that. So
what do you mean they draw the numbers out of a tombola?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
And it just so happens your main event guys come out at the end. You get one or two towards the start, and that's your Iron Man or the next big thing, like an Obafemi who's out there for 40 minutes.
It's pot luck that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss came out at 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's just pot luck. It's just by chance,
Just by chance.
Just by chance. Whoever's thought was that was.
Who do we see before we move on to you, Jack? Because I know we spent a lot of time talking about this. Who do you see Roman Reigns facing at WrestleMania?
CM Punk. CM Punk.
Before you even ask me the question,
just Punk.
just Punk.
CM Punk.
Like you're wearing a Punk jumper today.
We know Roman is very part-time, though. Do we see him winning the title?
Didn't Triple H say at the end during the conference at the end that he doesn't know when Roman Reigns is going to be on TV to decide who he's going to be facing at WrestleMania?
That sounds very Roman Reigns-like.
Didn't Drew say something about saying, face me, I want to do...
It won't be Drew.
We know who Drew will be facing at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think,
Who is Drew going to face at WrestleMania, do you think?
Triple threat.
He will face Matt Jindrak.
Sorry?
Matt Jindrak. He was a wrestler like 20 years ago. No, there'll be Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
Whether it's the main event of one night, I think Punk Roman main events one night.
It'll be Punk and Roman night 2, and then it'll be Drew, Cody. So who do we see? Okay, here's a bit of a prediction, kind of from far away.
Okay.
Who's gonna win the men's elimination chamber to take that second spot?
Cody, but I could see them doing a finish where Cody and Jacob win at the same time. No, they can't because they will go to a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Cody, but then I've seen someone else say in a predicted match card for WrestleMania that Jacob could face Randy Orton, and it will be revealed that Randy Orton was the one to attack him and take him out.
Possibly, I could see that. It's quite obvious though that Drew is going to face Cody in some form or fashion.
Even though this story's gone on probably way too long than it should. They need to do something to make it interesting. I know Drew's champion, and that's a little bit different. It's Cody chasing.
It's kind of like the Rhea and Liv stuff, and that it kind of...
They're sort of fresh
went on a bit too long, like...
Bloody Damian Priest and Aleister Black's feud went on for 6 months.
It's just... It gets to a point of where... Like, in a story, it's like... we could write a storyline now. We could join a wrestling company and make a storyline between us three. And, it just gets to a point where enough's enough now. You've just hit a roadblock.
Who'd be the baby face? Who would be the heel?
You'd be the heel. Right.
Okay.
Jack would be a special guest referee. And I'd be the baby face.
Do you agree with that, Jack?
Sounds like...
And another question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the predictions champion now? Because we've all got our predictions right. Do we spin a wheel?
Spin a wheel.
I think it should stay with the previous champion.
We'll spin a wheel.
Spin a wheel.
While you transfer to the next segment, we'll get a spinny wheel.
So, Yeah, Jack. Anything interesting happened in the women's rumble last night?
Well,
I wonder.
I wonder. Yes, the night started off with the women's rumble, quite predictably.
Oh, sorry.
It's been that way for the last couple of years, isn't it? Where the women's open, men closes, and we have two matches in the middle.
Yeah. Well, personally, I'll obviously get onto my thoughts of Liv in a bit, but I wanted to start off by saying every woman in that match performed incredibly well, especially starting off on such a big stage.
Are we ready?
Saudi Arabia.
Go on.
Right, we're spinning the wheel. Here we go.
Oof.
This is to decide the next predictions champion. Here we go. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, it's Jack. Congratulations.
Jack. Yes.
His favourite wrestler wins the women's rumble, and now he's the predictions champion. What a 24 hours.
And the only thing gripe I had from it was it started off pretty slow, with sort of the entrance and the way it was. The Alexa and Charlotte stuff was pretty obvious for me, in my opinion. But then we got on to number 14.
Who was number 14?
the eventual winner was Liv Morgan,
Who was it?
Liv Morgan.
Who was it again?
Liv Morgan.
And one more time for those in the back.
Liv Morgan.
And one more for the people in the middle.
Liv Morgan.
And for the people that are broke and can't afford tickets outside the stadium,
Liv Morgan.
There we go.
Who won, sorry?
Luke, do you know who won the Women's Royal Rumble?
I don't. Jack, do you?
Yes, I do, yes. I'm extremely happy with the outcome of this match. After 2 years of being runner-up, she finally
was she in the Rumble last year?
I think it's two. I think it was two of the last Rumbles she was runner-up. So that's why obviously they
and then obviously
said she eliminated Tiffany Stratton, which I thought was a bit of a surprise.
Okay.
Because obviously I know Tiffany's only just returned, which was a nice return.
She was in the Royal Rumble last year.
Yes.
But she was eliminated at number 24 after lasting well over an hour in the match. Do you know who eliminated her? I will give you each a guess.
Who are you on about, sorry?
Who eliminated Liv Morgan from the Royal Rumble last year. So in 23 and 24, she was runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
To, I believe it was Bayley and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Bayley.
Who eliminated Liv Morgan from last year's Royal Rumble? I will give you a clue. This person had 9 eliminations last year. She was also in the Women's Rumble last night.
Rhea. No.
She is one of your favourite wrestlers. Curtis knows who it is.
She one of our favourite wrestlers.
Oh.
You have nothing but nice things to say about her.
Nia.
Brother.
Nia.
It was Nia Jax.
Crazy.
But going back to a name you mentioned though, Jack, Tiffany Stratton's back. Tiffy time is officially back in WWE. First time we saw her since she lost the title.
What time is it?
It's Tiffy time.
Tiffy time.
What?
But apparently she was injured anyway going into that match, and it was it wasn't. If you look at the match, it was 5 minutes, if that. Jade Cargill did a bunch of moves and then won the title. We haven't seen her since, apart from last night. Nice to see Tiffany Stratton back, Curtis.
Yeah, it was good.
The other standout for me was Sol Ruka. She performed incredibly well.
But do you know what I have an issue with? All right.
Okay.
And it's not really an issue because it may not have worked in time, right? But wouldn't they benefited more having Paige return?
Yeah, so that's what I was. Going to mention.
It started off slow. The only real surprise that we had that was kind of spoiled, along with the Tiffany Stratton one, was Brie Bella returning. But I think they could have done with someone in the women's, like you had the debut of Powerhouse Hobbs in the men's. I think we could have benefited from having someone like Saraya. And
they could have done it early as well.
And I think her return is on the way. She is now training. She's put quite a lot of wrestling clips over the past couple of weeks training. So I reckon she could appear number 30, very last minute, do some small moves in the ring, and then eventually get eliminated to, say, Liv Morgan, for say.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they would have benefited from that, in my opinion. But, they clearly know what they're doing, don't they?
They could have done Charlotte and Saraya as 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would have improved slightly.
I just think it's a bit jarring that they had Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss come out at 1 and 2.
Well, when I seen Charlotte Flair number 1, my first thought is Curtis saying death taxes and Charlotte Flair get a title opportunity.
That was genuinely my actual thought, I'm not going to lie.
We think on the same page.
Yeah.
But what I really liked about this the past couple of years as well, I think this is under the Triple H era, for all, the criticisms we might have and all of that. The one thing that I think he's done really, really well is build the women's division.
Especially the tag team scene.
I'm going to go back to the 2022 Royal Rumble. The last one before, obviously, the last one with Vince in charge.
Oh, wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
6, 7,
13, 14. 14 out of the 20, out of the 30 were all Hall of Famers or legends.
Wow.
14 out of the 30. And if you compare that to last night, yes, you had a couple of NXT names in there, which was nice to see. But ultimately, it was full of Nia Jax and, Lash Legends and Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Natty, who I can't wait to see what she does in that character. The only non-main roster names, JC Jane, Kalani Jordan from NXT, Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, and Brie Bella. We know Nikki Bella she's a Hall of Famer, but she's, on Raw. So that's one thing I think we've got to give Triple H credit for, is just the amount of talent on the women's roster. You've got Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, people really like Jordan Grace, who's been called up. I've seen shouts for her to win yesterday and face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch, Roxanne Perez, Maxine Dupree, they're doing stuff with. Natty, Liv Morgan, obviously. Raquel Rodriguez is going for the world title. Chelsea Green, Julia, Io Sky, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Nikki Bella, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria. These are all major names, aren't they?
You talked about Becky. She apparently tweeted out afterwards saying about her lawyers or something to do with her lawyers, because she got really good gimmick she has at the moment. She got eliminated.
She got what?
She got eliminated. So.
She did. To Natty, of all people. People were saying that we're going to see AJ Lee and they're going to continue that feud because we're going to see a WrestleMania. There was no AJ Lee.
No.
Boo.
And Natty was the one to eliminate her. Which I think says a lot about Becky Lynch being eliminated by... I mean, we know that Natty on the indies and working at the shows in that gimmick has been really popular and really over, and I can't wait to see what she does on the main roster in WWE and how much they'll allow her to play into the character.
Yeah.
Because it's very much like an MMA-based killer character. A bit like a Ronda Rousey or a Shayna Baszler or something like that. Yes, so Liv winning. Tell me if I'm telling lies here, but I think this could be the start of the end for the Judgment Day.
Yes.
I think it's about time.
Yes,
it's been going on for a bit of a while now.
I mean, going back to WWE and Rio, we were supposed to see Finn Balor against Dominic Mysterio when we at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
But no sign of that. So obviously at one point they were going to split up, but Liv Morgan, as we know, got injured, so that hampered those plans. Now she's back. She won the Rumble. We also know that Raquel Rodriguez is after the world title at the moment. So 2 members of the Judgment Day both going after the same thing.
Yeah.
So
and Finn sort of,
unless Liv Morgan goes after Jade Cargill, that's a possibility.
And then Finn's obviously out for himself more and more every week.
Yeah,
which I'm really enjoying seeing.
He was kind of turning more babyface. Obviously, he had the match against Punk in Belfast last week, etc. And then at the end of Punk versus AJ Styles on Monday Night Raw, he came out and attacked Punk, which is a very heelish thing to do. So, yeah. So I think
maybe he just wants to make a statement, I suppose.
Yeah.
Which he would need to do.
I think Roxanne Perez could get involved. I don't know who she would side with. Who do you think, Curtis? Because it felt like they were telling the story before obviously Liv got injured. Roxanne was coming in.
Yeah.
She was kind of flirting with Dom and all that, and kind of felt like that was kind of be the story of how they broke up. Yeah.
It's difficult because obviously Finn, it looks like Finn's going to go on his own solo run.
Yeah.
Obviously he wasn't in the Rumble. So who knows, but I think Roxanne could see. I think she'd benefit going back as a solo, in my opinion. But where does she fit in? Does she fit back into the Intercontinental side or the United States side of the title scene? Or could they
the
even,
IC side, I think.
This is something that could go a bit. You know, it probably won't happen, but could they bring back mixed tag team titles?
They've never had mixed tag team titles.
Have they not?
No,
I thought they did.
They do in AAA.
Well, I think they should. I think they should have mixed tag team titles, and you know.
Okay,
I think that could work.
I think Finn will be involved in the Elimination Chamber somehow.
Yeah, I can see that happening. He was talking about kind of going back to the top and whatever. Other question: who do we see Liv Morgan facing at WrestleMania?
Stephanie Vaquer.
Agreed, Curtis?
I believe.
With Liv to win the title of Stephanie Vaquer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what would be better, seeing Liv win the world title or seeing Liv win the Rumble?
Oh, world title. Easy.
We need to watch a wrestling show live at some point together, the three of us. Just because I want to see his reaction when Liv Morgan comes out. It'll be so funny to watch when it goes.
Oh yeah, it would be hilarious.
Anything else about the Women's Rumble?
No. I've got one question though. When's the next event that is our time?
Oof, good question. Let me have a look at the pay-per-view premium live event. Calendar. Currently, upcoming event schedule, we have Elimination Chamber in Chicago, WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, Backlash in Tampa, SummerSlam in Minnesota, and then Money in the Bank in New Orleans.
Oh.
So, at the moment, there's none announced. We know they're probably going to go back to Saudi at some point this year and do another premium live event, whether that's the usual Clash of Champions or King Queen of the Ring, or if we see a Crown Jewel towards the end of the year, or they do something completely different. But I definitely think that we'll see them out in Saudi again before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's talk of them going to Italy to do a premium live event.
Ireland as well.
We've mentioned Ireland countless times. There's talk of them coming to us, coming to Cymru, going to Cardiff to do a pay-per-view in the Principality Stadium.
Yeah.
So, although nothing's announced at the moment, I definitely feel like on the horizon we could see
in the near future, yes,
quite a few events our time, which would be quite cool. Curtis.
Yes. Well, we've gone over the men's Rumble.
We have.
We've gone over the women's Rumble.
Yeah, we have.
It's time to go for our overall thoughts on the event. So from the start to the finish, all the way to the middle, all the way to the back, all the way to the front. Yeah. Well, where do we start? It is disappointing in a way, in my opinion, but it's not at the same time. It was a good show. It was sad to see AJ Styles retire.
Let's start there. Is he retired?
Nah.
He's retired in WWE.
He's retired for WWE.
Well, he was going to put his gloves in the ring.
He was.
And then he kind of picked them back up and put them back on.
Yeah.
So, they could find a loophole and he stays? I don't know.
Nah, I think he'll go to AEW.
I don't think he'll be there for very long, though. I think he could do an edge where, he'll have a match or two and then he'll retire. People are saying Will Ospreay.
TNA.
People are saying, Kenny
TNA.
Omega, he'll go and do some of the old hits again.
Yeah.
TNA, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll go to TNA.
Yeah.
But with WWE's kind of really close links to TNA, even though he's retired in one, could we still see that happen?
I believe so, yes.
Do you agree with me, though, Curtis, with TNA's really close links to WWE? If he does wrestle there, it might be a bit, not awkward, but a bit weird.
Yeah. I think if he was to go to... Because of the links between TNA and WWE, I think it would be a bit awkward and it wouldn't make sense, but it would at the same time, because he's appeared at TNA before he retired from WWE. But I think AEW would make more logical sense, as in he's done with WWE and their partnerships now. It's time to move on. He's retired from... His career for WWE is over. I think it's time to move over to AEW, do like an Edge, have one or two matches, then completely retire then from wrestling completely. Because
Triple H said, I think it was in the post show yesterday, that he wants him to move into a behind the scenes role and work, maybe it was a producer or an agent or whatever.
I could see him as a producer.
So I think we could see something like that.
Yeah. If
he does retire, but ultimately yet another retirement from the retirer, the career killer, Gunther.
No. I cannot get on with his gimmick at all. I'm not a fan.
Because part of me thought this was all a work. Part of me thought that they're playing into AJ retiring. He's had to put his career on the line against Gunther. AJ Styles nearly made Gunther tap out a couple of weeks ago on Raw. I thought potentially AJ wins. Gunther's not very happy. He keeps attacking AJ, wants another match against him. It's 1-1. They go on a Mania, same stipulation, and that's where...
The only thing I found weird was the sort of finish where Gunther had him in a choke, obviously, and the ref usually puts their hand down to see, obviously, if they're about to pass out or whatever.
Yes.
He only done it once. He usually picks it.
It's 3 times, isn't it?
3 times, yeah. And I was like, "Where's the other 2?" That's what I found sort of strange. And then I sort of said, "Oh, they might play into this and say, oh, the ref's done this, the wrong call or whatever." And
Cheatersons. But yeah, I just thought it was one massive work, and we'd see him retire at Mania so early in 2026 as well. For such a major name for WWE, such as AJ Styles.
I didn't think they would do it outside the US.
Neither did I, especially with his family not being there.
That's the main thing I found out.
So, part of me thinks that this could be the end, but ultimately I think his contract's up next month, so that's probably why they did it here.
Yeah.
And then he'll go on to pastures new. Maybe he might have a stop in New Japan and AEW and. But Drew McIntyre beat Sami Zayn to retain his undisputed title. Again, I saw people say Sami needs to win this.
Yeah.
I've seen people say that Sami could be a fatal four-way at WrestleMania with Drew, Cody, and Jacob. Especially with Sami Zayn being so popular in Saudi Arabia.
His heritage, though.
Yes,
his heritage. That's
and obviously they were telling the story of he's never beat Drew McIntyre and everything's on the line.
But the one thing that stopped me saying Sami was going to win is the one thing that Luke said a couple of times is that usually the first title defense is won by the champion because it's very rare that the champion loses its first title defense. So that's what mainly sort of put me towards Drew, and also the triple threat match is seemingly set up after what Drew done in the Rumble.
He eliminated Cody Rhodes, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, I thought we might see Roman do it because they had a stare down, and
Roman eliminated Fatu.
He did.
Then that
he did. And didn't he eliminate Jey Uso as well?
Yeah.
Because I really liked that moment where they were about to do the... I thought, oh, Roman's going to go up and start yeeting. This is very out of character for the tribal chief. But then...
No.
He started to attack Jey Uso. I mean, considering the last time they saw each other on screen was Survivor Series, and we all know how that kind of ended. So... overall, though, very, very good show. And
slow to start.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
It picked up towards the end.
It's going through a lot of places. It's going through Chicago.
It is.
In a couple of weeks' time at the Chamber. Early predictions for the Chamber. Men's winner is... I've seen people say a world title will be defended inside the Chamber, but Triple H said they're going to stick with the tradition of he'll decide the challenger for the other.
Cody will win the
Finn Balor.
Chamber.
Finn Balor.
Is Cody being forced on us too much?
Finn Balor.
A little bit. You've said Finn Balor, we get the point.
Who wins the women's, Jack? Who will face, at the moment... Well, we think it's going to be Jade Cargill, because we think that... Liv Morgan's going to go after Stephanie Vaquer.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
How surprising was it that she did not return last night?
I was surprised.
Because a lot of people had her down to win. Not just return, but win. And there was no sign of her.
There's no sign
whatsoever.
Of a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was no sign of her at all.
No,
which just felt a bit weird. But do you think we'll see it now between here and WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh, Elimination Chamber, sorry. Curtis, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Overall, just more surprises.
Yeah, I think we needed more surprises.
More of a shock factor.
I think
and don't believe everything Triple H says.
Yeah, don't believe anything that bold man says. There's only one bold, trustworthy man in this world, and that's Ian Lambsdale. Don't trust that other bold man. And that is the truth.
And Jack, you really like the stadium.
Yeah. The stage was pretty cool.
The stage was really cool.
Because in the fact that they literally built that from the ground up, what can we expect for WrestleMania? That stage is going to be ridiculous.
I just don't want to see the energy bill. Honestly.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis.
Cheers, bud.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you for listening to another edition of the Are You Ready Wrestling podcast. We'll see you soon.